Where does true wisdom come from? And you're going to have the Sunday school answer, but let's talk about that. Yeah. Good morning, beautiful people. It is Wednesday, hump day. Don't forget Thursday, 7 o'clock, Passover meal. Friday at 7 o'clock is Good Friday services. Saturday morning, 8 o'clock is men's breakfast. Then Sunday, 6:30 a.m. at the Legion parking lot for sunrise service. 11 o'clock for regular Easter service, and then Easter egg hunt after at 1 o'clock. And then Frankie's going to crash. Literally. So, wisdom. Now, we all could say the Sunday school answer and say what, Katie? Jesus. Okay? And that's true. That is 100% true. But how do we get to that point? A lot of people would say wisdom is based off of the world or the masses or yourself or your mistakes or your competition. If you're competing, you have wisdom to get better and bigger and faster. But all those will go to the wayside, and all those change. Like the true wisdom that comes from the masses or from yourself could change in an instant. Could change totally with culture or with definitions or things that people think wisdom is. Andrew got accepted into Colby Sawyer, and he's going to go to college and things like that. And I'm grateful for that, but it is really expensive. And hopefully that knowledge turns into wisdom, and that wisdom will shape him for the rest of his life to get a job and to produce and to help, his family and society and things like that. But if that wisdom fails him, then that kind of is on a shaky foundation. Or some people get a degree and then they have no job with what their degree is, which is just crazy to me. So, where does true wisdom come from? Well, we have to understand that knowledge without being practiced is not wisdom. Okay, knowledge, when it's turned into doing it at the right time, at the right place, and for the right reason, that is wisdom. And so Job kind of wrestles with this throughout his book here. And he says, where then does wisdom come from? Now, he's talking to his friends, because his friends are not wise. They're just mouthing off, saying that he was horrible, that's why God's doing this stuff to him, and he's, he deserves it, kind of thing. And then he says, where does understanding dwell? So, first of all, the basis of all wisdom, according to the Bible, is what, Katie?
God, the Bible.
Wow.
Jesus.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
Oh, yeah, that too.
So if you look at Psalms and Proverbs, right off the bat, they assume that, first of all, you're going to put God on the pedestal and give him the glory and give him the wisdom and power and strength.
Just laughing because it sounded like that guy on that cart.
Yep. And second assumption is that we're going to follow that wisdom. And so when we look at Psalms and Proverbs that has a lot of wisdom in it, we can see that wisdom leads to righteousness. And not our righteousness, but God's righteousness. So the answer is really, where then does wisdom come from? Would be God, because he made everything. He knows everything. He's all powerful. And so the basis is, the foundation that does not move, is God. God is the foundation of all things. And so if there's an immovable object, then that's what everything should be based off of, right? I mean, that's just a logical conclusion. I'm not going to go on a shifting sand or a boat that's all over the place, or my opinions that can change daily or seconds, really. I should not base any of my wisdom on any of those things. because they change all the time. God's word and God has never changed. It goes through all cultures, all societies, all people, everywhere. And so, wisdom and understanding starts with God first, and then we discover, then we practice, then we implement that in our life. So all wisdom and all understanding start with the assumption that God is first, and then we go. Most of your famous scientists that discovered tons of stuff, you know what their basis is before they discovered it? Is that they based their belief system, their moral system, on God. Now, they might not have been godly, but they understood and acknowledged that there is a God and there is a foundation first, and then they discovered those things. So my encouragement for you today is, have you put God as your foundation for wisdom and understanding? If you're not, it will fall, it will slip around, it will change. Be warned. But if it's with God, your foundation is secure and wisdom will always be there. I love you. Jesus loves you too. You have a great day. Bye-bye.